3 set points.
Next, the serve.
Terrific second shot from Rafa right on the baseline. Commanding opening set from the number 2 seed. Looking in very fine nick. Rafa takes the set. 6-1 in 32 minutes. And off he goes. Asked you what you'd say to Berrer early on the first set. Not much different in the second set. There's not a lot he can do. He's just outgunned.
Well, he is outgunned. I mean, you say the first serve percentage was very high, and he's still going backwards after most of Nadal's returns. But you know, you want to come off the court having thought, well, I've really had a go at this, and it's all about trying to get that first strike in. And perhaps, you know, particularly, he hasn't seen many second serves from Nadal, but Berrer really should, you know, perhaps have a go at some of those and try and make a bit of a statement early on. Still reliant on a very high percentage of first serves. He has to come forwards because he's not winning any points from the back. Problem is, it's not necessarily his game style to just sort of change up and do something completely different.
Well, I guess one, you know, lightning pass makes you think twice about it.
It's terrific serve. Really determined stride walking around the court though, Berrer.
Again, he created so much time for himself with perfect placement.
40-30.
Yeah, just this backhand volley there. Berrer knew he could have put it in the open court, gave Nadal another bite of the cherry. And Nadal doesn't need any second invitation.
First game, second set.
Well, I mentioned before the start that Berrer had a really interesting qualifying for this tournament. And twice came from a set down to win. But those were qualifiers. This is a 14-time Grand Slam champion, and he won't be under any illusions at all. But at least he's got off to a lead. Start of set number 2. Can he put any kind of pressure on Nadal's serve?
I think there's a lack of match tightness from Nadal as well. I mean, this is a, you know, an opportunity to sort of ask some questions because, you know, Nadal, you have to keep concentrating. You've got to keep your focus. I mean, that's one of the things you lose if you have all the time out of the game. You might play well for a period of time, but, you know, are you going to extend it, you know, 1 hour, 2 hours? You have to retrain yourself to an extent to be able to do that. But it was an encouraging start from Berrer.
15
There's
love.
just no way back. As soon as Nadal gets the forehand into play, and you see Berrer, he has to go to the slice to be able to defend. And the second shot's just sitting up in the middle of the court. There's nothing he can do to stop that sort of tactic. Unless he wants to take a big swing, take a risk.
Must feel like he's on the wrong end of a coconut shy. Hit so many times. For those of you new to the tournament, there are challenges available here, Hawkeye's here. It's just been hitting inside the lines most of the time. Just impossible to know where to go. Most of the time he's gone to the backhand, hasn't he, with shots like that, and suddenly he turns it up, goes the other side.
Yeah, I mean, the only way you can really sort of hurt Nadal, I mean, it's incredibly difficult to get the ball there, so actually play that sort of slice, but much shorter in the service box, and try and take the forehand out of play, or at least sort of ask Nadal to come forwards and really try and catch him in the middle of the court. But, you know, when you're playing against a high ball that's kicking up that speed, very difficult to control.
Nadal must be loving this. He must have a feeling that he just can't be hurt here. He's hitting the ball, moving so sweetly. How he won the point, Berrer, but there was stickability there, but he was hitting it short.
15 all.
And it's very good defense from Nadal early on as well. And as you say, then all of a sudden he seizes the initiative, and that's just where you see that little bit of rust, just the odd ball here and there. Nadal's just not quite finishing the shot, coming off it. Just takes a while to get the feel back.
This has been Nadal's least impressive game so far. Excellent. A really optimistic start to the second set from Berrer.
Berrer leads.
And he moves in front. 3 games with serve, and 2 games to 1 the German leads. Good hard, and he's showing it here. He's taken to the cleaners in that opening set, and still he's playing second fiddle here, even though the scoreline looks as it is, but it's a bonny performance. Well, has just gone away from his pedestal, which he had in the first set.
The first set was almost a little bit too easy for him, wasn't it? Just one-way traffic, and now there's some resistance from Berrer.
Played again from Berrer.
15-13.
Could see all the action from that low camera. What you could see, the amount by which the ball is over the net from Nadal.
And the margins are incredible, aren't they? And also sort of very offensively kicking up off the court as well down the German side.
This is interesting.
15 passes.
A real change on this match. And here are the first break points for Mikhail Berrer.